What's up, ladies and germs? You're here. Phil Mark's out, and I'm here with my friend JJ Alexander. JJ, how you doing?
Running off like 4 hours of sleep, but hey, nature of the beast.
Exactly, dude. The nature of the motherfucking beast. So, we're here to talk about Supergirl. Phil Mark's out about Supergirl. The teaser trailer was dropped earlier today, and we're going to just sort of chronicle her journey in the DCU thus far, what we know of it, our reactions. We're going to watch the trailer. We're going to react to it. I've put together a couple few things here. JJ, are you a big comic book fan?
Oh, absolutely.
So were you a Supergirl fan? Are you more, first let me ask you, are you more of a DC or a Marvel guy?
I was more of a Marvel guy, but I read DC.
So for me, it's always been like DC has my favorite hero, that is Batman and his rogues gallery, but then Marvel has my favorite universe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
So were you a big Supergirl guy at all?
Not really Superman or Supergirl fan. I mean, I was a huge Lobo fan, so he ended up crossing over a lot in those universes. But yeah, like I'm still like, it's not like I was like, oh, to hell with that. Like I still like, read stuff on occasion. So
the casting of Jason Momoa as Lobo, you a fan of that or what?
I like it. Of course, the thing was, I really liked, I forget the name of the actor, the Irish dude that played him on Krypton like 10 years ago. Like that portrayal of Lobo, I just really dug that portrayal, and I wish that Gunn brought that forward.
So Supergirl made her debut, the Supergirl from Krypton. Is she friend or foe in May Action Comics 252, 1938. And this is her most recent. This was in May, I believe May of this year. So it's just Supergirl #1. Supergirl Volume 8 is what it is. Sorry, not Action Comics, but yes, it is Supergirl Volume 8. And this is like the one, and I don't know if they've added any more to this. This is just what came up when I Googled it. But are you reading modern comics? Like modern comics have kind of fallen off. A lot of people agree. Have you been reading
really?
anything?
I don't think I've read any, like picked up an actual, like, I mean, I pick up comics here and there, but I'm not like ensconced in anything current. Because I grabbed a bunch of stuff at Free Comic Book Day back a few months ago, and like I've read a few things, but I haven't gotten into everything.
Yeah, I've been more into like YouTube indie comic drama. That's what's been peaking. Yeah, that's what's in my algorithm lately, watching Trash Cast and all of these sorts of shows. So I just like the drama, it's like, who are these podcasts? I don't need to even know or be invested in the podcast. If they're Jocktobering it, it's funny, And so Supergirl, we got this poster. It came out a little while back. Now the poster and the attitude of, not only Supergirl, but people towards this Supergirl and her attitude in the Superman movie and this poster, truth, justice, whatever. Some people were for it. Some people were against it. To me, this poster looks cool as fuck. I gotta be honest. Now, it's not the Supergirl, like, to me, Supergirl's kind of like a Mary Sue in a way. Is that the wrong assessment of that?
No, yeah, they've always portrayed her as like the naive, like not really rebellious in any way.
Right. And then I feel like in the animated version, she's a little bit more like, oh, I'm the younger, or even like the CW TV version, like Superman was real serious and she was kind of like had an element of like Sex in the City vibe.
Yeah.
Like not over the top, but there was like an element of that, like, So this is like she wants to get drunk. She's got headphones on with the cords, right? Instead of the shitty ear pods, which always fucked up. The ear pods always fuck up, man. I take them on my hikes and they're always like bleeding through differently, or like a car drives by and fucking it like interferes with whatever. It's
Yeah,
annoying.
I only use mine in the gym. That's the only time I ever use them.
So we got Milly Alcock here. She made her debut in the DCU. Now, quickly, what was your thoughts on the Superman movie?
I liked it. I know that I've left a lot of feelings reserved speaking about, because the movie podcast that I do, we're holding off to do a year-end review, and one of my co-hosts has done nothing but an angry old man, like, about how much he hated Superman. And I'm like, well, this is going to be a fun episode because I actually liked it.
Yeah, you're coming in kind of Robetronic there on your little spiel. So you were saying that your co-host, like your mic was glitching out.
He hated
like
it.
Brainiac's taking over your mic or something, dude, right now. So he hated the Superman movie, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and like he just like he saw it more than once, and he's like, yeah, I saw it again. It's so much more awful on the second viewing, and I was just like, dude, you're just legitimately like I enjoy it.
Yeah, see, my whole thing is I enjoyed it a lot. I think that James Gunn knows how to make like these over the top scenarios and characters seem more grounded and personable.
Yeah.
Like he did that with Guardians of the Galaxy and Star-Lord, and he did that with Superman. Now some people are like, oh, why is Superman getting kicked in the nuts and all this shit? And it's like, because dude, he's fighting other super people, and it's not like he doesn't feel pain. You know, he's just impervious to, and he feels like emotional pain and shit. And that's how you make Superman feel. Like people are like, he's just crying and he needs other people to help him. And it's like, dude, that's all comic books are. It's like hero gets in trouble, heroes help them, or whatever. Like it's more, to me, It just felt like he tried to give it more of a DC animated universe type spin.
Yes.
And some people will argue like, well, the Superman and that's really serious and shit, but I don't know. He's got tons of shit with Flash. Look at like people pulled up the old comics of Superman where he's making like bad Asian jokes and shit back in like the 30s or whatever the fuck. Like he does make jokes.
Superman says it's okay to slap a Jap.
Right, exactly, dude. And like he's made like, and I'm not saying, oh, that should be what's going on here, but it's always he's always been a character used for like global earthly political conflict, and to be, you know, it's always been that way. I just don't know why people get off track with like what these characters are supposed to be. It's fucking superheroes, man, you know? Like it's at some point there's got to be Superman looking vulnerable, and especially when he's in what, like year 2 or 3 or whatever the fuck they say he's in, like year 3 of being Superman or whatever.
I think so,
yeah. So whatever, you know, whatever you feel about it, I like that they gave a different approach. Like we've seen with Man of Steel and Superman Returns, like a lot of people hate them trying to sort of make Superman gritty, or like the Donner films. Like go watch those, man. We don't need to fucking see the same movie 10 times over, you know? And I like the unique approach on Superman because he's a guy that no one can really relate to, is the problem. And what they did in that movie was make it like just the touch of the video of his Earth parents at the end that he's playing to soothe himself, instead of like the Jor-El video, which again, people were triggered by that. And it's like, dude, the video wasn't fake, but it was Brainiac. That's most likely what's going to happen, because we know Brainiac's in Man of Tomorrow or whatever. Not to jump ahead, because we are focusing on Supergirl, but one thing people got triggered by was like Supergirl being like, she wants to get drunk, she wants to party, and she wants to fucking be immature, and she is more immature than Kal-El, who's more of like the uptight, oh, I'm the reporter and I'm Superman and I do what's right.
He needs that foil. Like in this universe setting, he needs that foil.
And she wouldn't be like, listen, people handle shit differently. So their planet's blowed up and their parents are dead, and she's just going to be like truth, justice, and the American way as well? Or is she going to be like, fucking, yo, I'm a girl, I'm emotional, I drink to get rid of, I'm fucking partying, I'm going through my phase, this is my hoe phase, or whatever. Not even that, but like people are accusing it of that. But it's like, guys, that's the character arc. Like in her movie, she's going to like put the drink down and be like, fucking, I'm a hero. Or maybe she does the drunken master thing where she like takes a shot and then kicks a bunch of ass or something, right? Like that could be cool too, depending how they spin it. But James Gunn sort of did this with Star-Lord in Guardians 3. Like he was being a drunk piece of shit, and then he comes around. It's just like and this is relatable. This is how you make Supergirl relatable. Again, another Kryptonian. Well, we all got a drunk uncle. We all have a friend who like lost themselves to the drink, or it's just shit we can relate to, man.
Right. I feel like the approach is sort of like a Party of Five approach, where like Kal-El's playing like the Nev Campbell role of being the responsible one, even though the parents are gone, and I got to step up and be an adult. And she's playing the alcoholic brother. Like, right. I feel like that's the dynamic that they're trying to go for, which I'm completely cool.
And her partying's going to get her in trouble because she's going to these planets with red suns. Mm-hmm. As is explained in this film here, and we can watch this scene. This was her appearance.
Why did you move the door?
So she looks drunk already. Milly Alcock, again, doesn't like look like who I would think of when I think of Supergirl, right?
Yeah.
But also, she's an actress who's like coming up, and she can, you know, carry this. We've seen her in like Game of Thrones, and then here it's not like she's shit in the bed. She's here, she's on point, she looks good in the suit, and it's a whole different approach. Like she's the younger cousin who's sort of flown off the handles, pun intended, because she's flown off the wagon, because she's like, think about what she's dealing with emotionally and shit, you know?
I didn't move the door.
Hey, where is my dog?
And then we realize Crypto's her dog. Right?
Yeah.
Like in this universe, because as far as we know, he's fucking Kal-El's dog, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is why he has behavioral issues.
No boundaries.
And then it makes sense like to why the dog's always acting out. And DC made a animated short series of Crypto, the super dog. Adventures that are actually apparently like DCU canon, like it takes it, you know, and they're just like these shorts where nobody talks or anything. It's just like Crypto, he's chasing a squirrel, and then by proxy he saves like a school bus full of children or whatever, you know, that sort of thing. And again, you get an explanation, like, because people throughout the Superman movie, you know, a lot of people were like, oh man, the dog, he's just like a menace, and he fucks around and he doesn't listen, and why would this dog? And it's like, well, this is why, right? His owner is just like irresponsible party girl, just has fun with him, you know, getting drunk. And yeah, I don't know, I just thought this was such a good reveal and spin, you know?
Yeah.
And then I'm a punk rocker. Yes, I am. Husey fucking hates that song, dude. Do you like that song?
I thought it was all right.
I liked it.
Watching him, bitch.
Thanks for watching him, bitch. Like everyone has a little sister or like a cousin or a relative or a friend, or like, you know, a friend's little sister or something who just talks shit to you like that. And I think that was an awesome touch. So that's what we've seen of her in the DCU thus far. And then we see this poster here. And then what happens is we get a teaser for the Supergirl trailer that's going to release tomorrow, which was today, Time Cop. So this is like, and she's listening to call me anytime, call me. Fucking love Blondie. Hell yeah.
I saw Blondie live back in 98.
That's crazy, dude. I was 7 in 98. But I listened to Blondie, man. My mom loved Blondie, you know? So look at all this. Like, I don't know, just this teaser, I'm like, hell yeah, this looks pretty cool. It just looks very Guardians of the Galaxy-ish, which I think people anticipated. And then this way, we don't like maybe Superman goes out into space eventually, but like this way, Superman can stay like Metropolis focused, and then we can get for the people who are like space man, because there's a lot of DC fans who are like real into the space aspect of DC
Yeah.
and whatnot. And like, and that's totally fine. That's why like Fantastic Four, I feel like isn't for everybody because it's very like Star Trek-ish, and that's what I liked about the new Fantastic Four movie. Honestly, they just, this shit's going on. Let's just launch it. We're gonna go out in space. Like that's what Fantastic Four does. You know, they don't fuck around. They go to space. Spider-Man's in New York fighting guys. You know, like they just take the fuck off. The X-Men are on Earth. It's all good, and even the X-Men go out to space and shit. But the Fantastic Four, they just hop on a ship, fuck off to space, right? Anyways, though. So we get that in the DCU through Supergirl as well. Like her first adventure is like a space adventure. There's space aliens. We need some space shit. And so that teaser comes out. I'm loving it. James Gunn drops this as well, which is like another little mini teaser. So like, what is that, dude?
That's a ship.
I know. And like, who's in there? Lobo. The thing is, we all want to see Lobo, so they're just teasing it, man. Yeah, dude, they're just teasing it, and it's like, you know, she's being hunted by bounty hunters. We'll see in the trailer, but even in that teaser, like, there's a bunch of bounty hunters with guns like pointed at her and shit, or something like that, like people she's fighting against. I don't know, space pirates or something. Now. I have the feeling Lobo is going to end up wanting to team up with her when all's said and done in this as well, right? Like they'll be foes, but is he the big bad, or does he end up aligning with her to take on an even bigger bad, and then he goes off on his way or whatever? I mean, I'm not sure. What version of Lobo do you want to see? Do you think you need him to be mad villainous like early on, and then you can switch him good down the line? Because Lobo's kind of... Yeah, okay. So you want to see some evil Lobo shit before you get into the, hey, here's
I want to see pissed off, not giving a fuck, outlaw space biker Lobo fucking shit up before he realizes, shit, I'm on the wrong side of things.
So do you think that all happens in this one movie, or you want to see like this movie, she's got to whip his ass, escape him, and then he comes back, and then he, you know, maybe like a couple appearances of... Because I think Lobo and Jason Momoa, I think is just so lovable that they're going to be like, let's switch him babyface as quick as we can. That's what I think. But I don't know, man. I'm excited to see like a new person play Aquaman. I'm excited that Jason Momoa is still getting an opportunity. I'm excited he's playing Lobo. I feel like he's like born to play this role, you know? If you could pull, it's like Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson, you know, it's like almost designed after the guy. Do you like the casting of Jason Momoa, or would you switch it up with someone else?
I think it's all right. I just, I just got used to Momoa as Aquaman, and I thought that would have been a holdover that Gunn brought forward. But evidently he's going a different way, which, okay. It's just weird. It's like because you literally had Momoa staple in the old DC universe, and now he's just going to be a completely different staple in this one, and it's just like it's going to take some getting used to, but I'm okay with him doing it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it too. I like it. I'm excited for it. Okay, so we have the trailer. So the 2-minute, they're calling it a teaser trailer. This is the first official teaser. Are you ready? Have you watched this yet? I haven't.
I have not watched it yet.
Okay, so let's watch it together. We'll play it. We'll probably pause, react. We'll play it through again after. So here's Crypto. He's like licking some alcohol bottles. And again, James Gunn going with like the, hey, we're in space, but here's like an old fucking stereo and like an old, vinyl player or whatever. This is on a newspaper of Superman. Supergirl rescues cats. Okay, the Daily Planet. Superman saves town from a nuclear reactor explosion. Supergirl rescues cats.
I mean, at least Crypto's getting house trained.
Exactly. That's how you do it. So here, let's hear what you got to say.
You managed to get most of it on the paper this time.
Ah, see?
Good job, buddy. Hi, Kara Zor-El. Hereby declare the 23 will be the best year yet.
Well, she's 23 only. Turning 23 or just turned. It's like her birthday. Just turned 23. Going off to get drunk. I mean, taking like a space bus almost. That seemed like a space bus stop or something.
It's a space party bus.
Yeah. Now, are you like, do you take offense to, oh, they need to doll her up, toots, you know, like in the Supergirl TV show on the CW? Or are you like, okay, they're doing sort of a tomboyish approach, kind of with the no makeup, at least is this, you know, like they're kind of doing fine. Like the tomboy, the long jacket thing. Is that you're okay with the Me Too? Because it's like a fresh take. Now, I don't need them again. People get triggered by like, oh, they're race swapping characters or they fucking make, and I agree. Like, I don't need like girl Spider-Man, black Spider-Man, Mexican Spider-Man, wheelchair Spider-Man. Like, I don't need that. I don't need to seek valid, like I'm indigenous. I don't need you to make me a fucking, what Americans would call Native American Batman for me to feel seen, dude. You know, I don't need validation through that. Like Bruce Wayne's Bruce Wayne, just make him what he is, you know, and I'm cool with that. The point I'm making is like, I don't care when they make character, like bold character choices with characters as far as like, okay, we're going to like make her different than she was before. Most Supergirls, she's got the rosy red lips, and we just had a CW Supergirl show where she's showing cleavage and shit. This Supergirl's like, I'm fucking like, I don't know, man. I'm okay with this. So
yeah,
I get it. People are like, they're, you know, everything's a psyop in the internet's mind. I get it. And I'm sure there's some shit like that, but it's like, oh, they're just pussifying Superman and they're fucking, and then what are they doing to her? Like tomboying her up. I'm seeing complaints of that. And it's like, well, Jesus Christ, we already have seen that version of Supergirl and like every other version, you know, she's wearing like a belly shirt with her fucking lipstick on and makeup and shit or whatever. Like we've seen that version. So what is your take on the internet being like a section of the internet being like, oh, they're just fucking like tomboying her up and shit?
I don't see it as tomboying her. I see it as like 23-year-old white girl, like woo girl is what I'm seeing right here, which is completely fine. Like white girl, wasted woo girl.
I know. Yeah, I'm totally with it. I like this approach too.
Like this is the type of girls I would see when I was a bartender.
Dude, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, like I had friends like her, you know? This is what I'm saying. Like she reminds me of like, yes, people I grew up with and around. 100%, man.
To be honest, babe, it's not a very high bar to clear.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
So who's that supposed to be? Do we know? Do we have a poll? No. We're gonna need one of these emergency awesome channels or whatever to break down who this is in the comics here.
In a day.
Krypton didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind.
So Krypton did not die in a day. The gods are not that kind. Damn. So it was like a slow burn.
Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well.
Is that Lobo? Hold on. No, that's not Lobo. It's the guy with a cannon.
For you guys.
So are those Lobo's goons or what?
No, I think it's just like bar fight. It's going to be randos in a bar fight.
Dude, I think that Lobo's going to fucking team with her. I think that the spin is going to be he's not like the real villain. Like, who's that guy? That's gonna be like the main dude that Lobo has like an interest in fighting with her, but he'll
Right.
still be like, "Fuck you" at the end, and then
Do others on your planet have powers like you?
or like that little girl, they'll be hunting her, and then Lobo will be coming after her, and then realize, oh
Right.
fuck, like I gotta help Supergirl and this little girl or whatever. I think that's what it's gonna be, man.
No, it's a pretty small group of 2.
Supergirl's got to stay sober and straight so that she doesn't fucking to protect this girl. This is my prediction here, and then she's on a planet with a red sun, so her fucking powers are like dampened.
Right.
They're not entirely gone, but she went there to get drunk. She's hungover. Powers are dampened, so we get into like another. Like James Gunn's so good with this shit, and he reads the books, man, and that's why he's so good. And I know people are triggered by it, but like Jesus Christ, they hired him because he knows. Not only did he help them plan the first like 10 years of the DCU where it was slapping, or maybe like not the very first 10, but like he helped plan things through like up till Endgame and stuff. Like he helped plot shit along the way. He's been gone. It's no coincidence that he took off and the Russos took off, and then look at where the DCU or the MCU's been at now, and they have to bring the Russos back. James Gunn knows how to plan this shit long term. He knows how to book long term, as they say in wrestling, and he knows how to make like space aliens and shit feel grounded and like make you care about them and shit, because like it's hard to relate. People can relate to Batman. People can't relate really to fucking people can relate to Green Lantern. He's a guy who finds a thing that gives him fucking, or was given a thing, and it gives him power and responsibility that maybe he didn't even ask for. People can relate to Peter Parker. Even you don't really relate to fucking like Superman. He's a fucking alien, and
Right.
he's godly, you know. So yeah, and same with Supergirl. Like you're hitting us with 2 Kryptonians back to back in the DCU. That's crazy. Before we've had any, they started the DCU being outlandish and crazy and kaiju battles and Superman and Supergirl instead of, and then you have like Peacemaker, which is a show that's like very grounded, but it's like the Netflix shows in the MCU. Like you're not watching them with the family. Like that's not everybody's going to know the entire lore of Peacemaker and shit, just like not everybody knew what was going on in Luke Cage, because that's not like kids can't be watching that show. There's like shootings and titties and stuff, you know. It's the same thing in Peacemaker. There's like, you know, there's dicks swinging around and there's like people getting shot in the head, so you can't really, that's not for everyone necessarily. So in the mainstream fucking DCU, we're starting like aliens off the rip. James Gunn it's weird because, you know, with Iron Man, with the MCU, it's like, okay, he's a guy, and then he invents this suit, and then he fights like a guy in a suit, and then the MCU's off, and then we can do Hulk. He transforms, one guy transforms, and then it's like, okay, now we're Captain America. That's just like a World War II flick. They did it grounded, then they took it out to space and made it crazy. James Gunn's starting impressively, man. He didn't start with Batman or none of that shit. He started with, we're going Superman first and fucking kicking this universe wide open, and we're going to make them feel grounded, and then we're going to ground it and with Batman Brave and the Bold, like in Gotham City. I'm so excited to see what they do with Batman in this world. But yeah, so I give credit to James Gunn, because even watching this trailer, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, this story's going to rule. Like this is awesome. It's just Guardians of the Galaxy. You know,
it feels very,
it feels very Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm not mad at that. Those movies ruled. So I know like everybody loves the Guardians of the Galaxy. Some of the finest entries in the MCU, possibly you could argue the 3 of the finest entries in the entirety of the MCU. For me, it's always Iron Man 1. That's like just a perfect movie. But for people to now be like, I've just seen people upset trying to roast it. Oh, that's not what Supergirl's like in the comics. Then go read the fucking comic book, bro. Like, it's like, bro, what are you fucking crying about? Again, they didn't make her like, they didn't give her horns and one leg and change it to a green alien. You know, they didn't do something like that, man. It's just like a different approach. It's young Superman, young Supergirl. again, James Gunn is hoping to get 3, 4, 5 movies, hopefully, because Ben Affleck didn't get one fucking Batfleck movie. Not one.
Yeah.
And he wants to get multiple Supermans, multiple Supergirls, multiple Batmans. So fucking chill out. Anyway.
No, it's a pretty small group of 2.
What's Superman like?
Oh, wait. Was that Lobo? Oh, that's Lobo. Dude. That's Lobo. Yeah, dude, look, Momoa as Lobo. Oh, metal. Dude, that rules. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. So what do you think? Just a quick peek. This is an early peek for you. What do you think?
I dig it.
I love it, man.
What's Superman like?
He sees the good in everyone.
You aren't
And I-
Superman, dude. And then she goes, damn, he sees the good in everyone. And then she flies up into the sun, gets her suit, keeps the suit on, takes the trench coat. Fucking love this. I
And I
love
see
this
the truth.
trailer. Written by Anna Noguera, directed by Craig Gillespie, based on characters from DC. So James Gunn isn't even like, what did he do on this? Just like executive produce it or some shit? Like, what did he do to oversee this? Or they just understand the vibe he's going for to a fucking T?
Yeah, he's the overseer of the entire like that portion of the studio, so he gets fine. He's the Kevin Feige.
It's crazy because I thought he like at least wrote this movie or whatever. I didn't realize like it's got such his flavor all over it. So they have it down to a fucking T, man. And we'll see.
They did, yeah.
Does the
Yeah,
DCU
they
feel
got
like
the assignment right.
Yes, dude. Yes, and it's like, does this feel like the DCU and Lanterns? Again, he's just the overseer. He's Uatu, the watcher on that shit. He's hands off with it other than that. With Lanterns, and that show's coming out soon too. And it's like, I can't wait. And we're off to the races right now with the DCU. We're going to play this trailer with minimal pauses now. Okay. Oh my God. I'm feeling it, man. I don't know. This and Mandalorian and Grogu are 2 trailers that pop me hard. This shit, like James Gunn's DCU. And again, people are like, oh, gun lickers and fucking Snyder bros and shit. Look, man, I'm one of the people who liked the Flash movie. I loved it. I just thought that obviously I just thought the CGI shit at the end was like, okay, it's so much. Like I
wanted my money back on that one.
Dude, I didn't hate it. It's just like if it wasn't that fucking weirdo Ezra Miller playing Flash, then I think everything would have been, I think people would have glazed that movie way harder than they did. But I enjoyed The Flash, like as a superhero team up, whatever, end of the universe type universe resetter, because we weren't getting any more Snyderverse. So I was like, whatever, this is just a throwaway Flash movie. But like they didn't, it was like watching a fucking video game near the end. But like, I enjoyed it, man. It was fun. I thought it was funny. I like the Keaton Batman, superhero movies are supposed to be a little outlandish, and I'm not like a Schneider bro. I'm none of these things, but I just have really enjoyed Peacemaker. It's been one of my favorite shows. I enjoyed Guardians, like some of my favorite. And here's the thing, Guardians, when that shit first was announced, I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, why are you making movies about that? Those are 3 of my favorite MCU movies. And then it's like Superman rules. I liked Superman. You hate it, that's fine. I thought fucking Superman was so well done. And I'm loving this trailer. I love Peacemaker. I watched a couple of those crypto shorts. I like those. They're just funny. They're for kids or whatever. It's not really for adults, but but they're still cool to check out if they're in universe, you know, just they're like 5 minutes long or whatever. You just watch them. And then Lanterns, I don't know, man. I think the casting's right. I think he's got the casting right on a bunch of shit. Even like Nathan Fillion, everyone was making fun of Green Lantern and Superman, but like it worked though. The way he played it, like I think everybody thought
because he's the douchebag Lantern.
That's what it's supposed to be too. And I thought I think everybody thought that, and I did too, that Nathan Fillion was going to be playing a guy like 10-4 Commander, you know, we're on our way, like that sort of. He was going to be the straight whatever guy, but he's not. He's like, I'm a douchebag flipping you off. I'm making like I'm using my ring to make like giant fucking middle fingers that are flipping tanks over, and I'm scratching my nuts, and I'm you know, I put on that persona on camera, but I'm really not that guy type of thing. And then Mr. Terrific swept in and was just a beloved character and stuff. So I just think James Gunn is knocking it out of the park. I think Lois Lane as well. People complained about her in the fucking movie. I thought she was awesome. Her character arc as well, just in the Superman movie. The first, like, she starts off as like questioning him about everything, blah, 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 and people are like, oh, she's girl bossing. But then it's like, no, at the end of the movie, she's like, this guy just fucking loves everyone. Like, you know, and then she realized like he is my superhero. Like, it's so good. James Gunn's so good at this stuff. And I get it. People are they're like, oh, he's just making James Gunn type movies. Yeah, because he knows how to take the most outlandish shit and make you feel something. I'll take you all the way back to his first film called Tromeo and Juliet. Yep. It takes the classic Romeo and Juliet. It's a love story. They make it so fucking ridiculous. The whole movie is just utterly ridiculous. And but you feel something. You're invested in the characters, you know?
Even his first big studio movie, Slither, which I actually reviewed it like a while back, which I like Slither as a movie. I have some issues with Gunn had in it, but overall it's a good movie.
Yeah. Right. And like exactly. That's something that I don't know, man. I enjoy it, and it's just something that people are going to complain about because it's not Snyder. And Zack Snyder, how did you feel about that universe? Like, I'm not a hater on the DC EU whatsoever, but I liked Batfleck. I really wanted to see Batfleck get his own movies.
I did too.
I wasn't really a fan of, my dream movie's always been Ben Affleck versus Red Hood Matt Damon, and let them have like a fucking Jason Bourne versus Reindeer Games fight or whatever in the streets of Gotham and shit. I mean, that fucking rule, dude. Or like Arkham Knight, whatever you want to call them, right? And that was always my dream. And then let them write it and direct it together and shit. You know what I mean? But but as far as like Superman, did I like Man of Steel? I fucking did. Personally, I loved that movie. But some people are like, it's just gritty and emo and shit. And I agree. Was I a big fan of the Justice League movies? I wasn't overly a fan of Justice League. I wasn't overly a fan of Wonder Woman, even though Wonder Woman 1 did really well. Like, I wasn't the biggest. It was a good movie, but I wasn't like the biggest fan of that movie. What else, man? Aquaman, I really wasn't fucking with. I watched Aquaman on like a plane while I was half asleep. I don't fucking care.
I like the first Aquaman. I still haven't watched the second one.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. The second one. I might be talking about the second one. Either way, dude. The Shazam movies were okay. The first one was okay. The second one was like, well, whatever. Black Adam, I think, would have got less hate if it came out like years before. You know, if it came out like 3 years earlier, it would have got less hate, or 2 years earlier or whatever, because it actually wasn't that bad. It was kind of one of those superhero movies where it's like off to the races, and here's just a bit of everything you love from every superhero movie ever, kind of thing. And so the point I'm making is like, I'm not going to miss the Snyderverse, dude. I'm not. I'm okay. I'm way more into the more cartoony. Dude, what has DC always had the edge on over Marvel? Their animated universe has always been better. The movies, the main DCAU timeline involving like Batman the Animated Series, Superman, all the way to like the Zeta Project and Static Shock and all that shit, like all the Justice League Unlimited and all that. That's the superior like universe. Yes, Spider-Man and X-Men ruled. You know, X-Men 97's good and shit. That's all good, but that was for a limited time, and it didn't expand the way the DCAU has in their films and whatnot. They've always had the edge on the animated universe. And I'm not saying like, oh, make these cartoons, because you could make the same argument to me. Like, well, Phil, just go watch the cartoons then. But it's like, dude, Gunn knows how to take this otherworldly, cartoony shit, make it feel important, make it feel human, make it feel relatable. And he knows how to tell a goddamn hero story, just a classic hero tale. He knows how to make good guys and bad guys look and feel like good guys and bad guys. He knows how to redeem. He knows how to tell, like, as you've seen with Star-Lord over the 4 installments, because they had the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special as well, holiday special, which I thought ruled. And the character arc, people are like, oh, James, and I know James Gunn didn't like write or direct this or whatever, but they're like, oh, his family as well, like Harcourt is his wife and his brothers and everything and whatever. And I mean, that's what Adam Sandler does. No one really complains. Like, you get famous enough in the business so you can make movies with your goddamn friends.
And I mean, let's call a spade a spade. If James Gunn hadn't cast his ex-fiance in a bit role in Slither, she would have never become Pam on The Office. And that's a ripple effect that people...
Is that really what happened?
Yeah, she was like, she had like almost no acting experience. He threw her into that role in Slither that she was in for like 10 minutes. And then like, and then what happened was, by the time Slither actually got released out to like theaters and everything, like that was when The Office had blown up like into like season 2 or 3. So they sent her out to do all of the press for Slither when she's in the movie for like 5 minutes.
Damn, that's amazing. Yeah. And everyone loves The Office. Okay, let's rip through this trailer. Let's just play it here.
You managed to get most of it on the paper this time. Good job, buddy. Hi, Kara Zor-El. Hereby declare the 23 will be the best year yet. Let's be honest, babe, it's not a very high bar to clear.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Her Tom didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind. Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well. For you guys.
Do you have this on your planet? Have powers like you?
No, it's a pretty small group of 2.
What's Superman like?
He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
Hell yeah, dude. They got my money. I'm fucking excited. I can't wait to see this in theaters, as Lincoln Hawk would say.
I feel like, so just from watching it the straight through that time, I feel like I may have a grasp of some of the plot they're going for, and this is just theorizing. But so it looks like the little girl is probably... My guess would be if they're bringing Lobo in, they're having him like trying to retrieve the little girl for the collector or something like that. And I think that one scene with the space beam and the thing coming down, I think might have been like the origin story of her part of Krypton, like breaking off before the planet died. Like the nod back to the '84 Supergirl movie where they live in the little spot in the lake. That's a possibility. Like I said, like this is just me theorizing, but yeah, it definitely feels like it's gonna be the coming of age of her, like fully dealing with the fact that as one of the last Kryptonian, she has to use her powers for what she has to. Basically, it's like that means she's 2 years of drink, and now it's time to grow the fuck up.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, dude. I'm excited for it, man. And if you're hating on that, this has been Phil Marks Out about Supergirl, dude. I'm excited for this movie to come out. And does it look like it's going to be one of my all-time favorite superhero movies of all time? I don't know about that, but it looks like it's going to be a fun fucking time. And it's going to continue to expand upon the DCU, which I am a fan of, and hopefully Netflix / Paramount swooping in the next year or two or whatever doesn't ruin anything James Gunn's got going on, because this world is being created quickly, and Lord knows we don't need another restart with DC.
Right.
Yeah, and Doomsday, if they get their shit together, Doomsday is going to knock it out of the fucking park. And Secret Wars and all that. So, because MCU's been all over the place, man. They really need saving. It's like a travesty where they're at. So, thank God DCU. I think they fucked up, man. Like, where's Shang-Chi been and shit? You can't introduce characters like America Chavez ripping fucking holes into other worlds, and then she's just nowhere for like 5 years until we bring in. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, that's also because they released a whole bunch of shit too close to each other before they decided to do the big next 2-part Avengers. But you're gonna see all of those people come back in the next 2 parts.
I know, but it's not good enough to just do that, man. I feel like with Shang-Chi, they fucked up. They fucked up, man. And I just think that, and like Moon Knight, come on, man, that show wasn't that good. That show was not that. They fucked Moon Knight. It was okay.
I liked Moon Knight.
I didn't, man. I fucking didn't. Moon Knight.
As a theology scholar, I fucking loved Moon Knight.
I loved Moon Knight. Like, I loved the character Moon Knight. And then I feel like in the show, it was more of a Scarlet Scarab show. It was more about her than him. And there was episodes where it's like, they go and fight her evil ex, and then he just never show. Then that's like not a plot point for later in the show. It's just like a side thing. I didn't like that show, really, dude. I think they fucked up. And then like Ironheart, I really was just not into. And then what else came out? Just a lot of shit. Like Hawkeye was banging. That show was awesome. Like there was some good shit. Like Daredevil was really good. It was a little all over the place, though. You could tell that they like stitched it together. You could tell they like cut out a bunch of shit. Apparently there was like a subplot they like cut out entirely or something, but whatever, man. And then like Captain America 4 was just not good, but it was like a COVID movie. I think they filmed it during like when everything was shut down, so it was just so green screeny and shit. I just didn't like that. So not to shit all over the MCU, because I have faith. I really liked Fantastic Four. I thought it was so good. And I think that they could fucking get it together with Doomsday and Secret Wars and shit. I think that they are going to. And hopefully James Gunn can keep it together with whatever's going on with Netflix and Paramount and all that shit. Yeah, dude. So with that, up and away, we are out of here. That's my friend JJ Alexander. Give him a follow. And I am, of course, Phil Marks. And this was Phil Marks Out.